The alphabet's similar to English, written, I guess. They have a couple letters. I think they had, if I remember right, we have 26, right? I think they had 32 to 36 letters. But I mean, they look the same, and some of their letters are actually two letters just put together. But because they're put together, they treat them as one letter, and that makes a totally different sound than either letters combined. And then they have a couple of letters that we don't have. But it was a tough language to learn, I'll say that. The grammar is opposite of what you'd ever think. And then, I mean, when I was learning it, I mean, I try to translate word for word, and they're like, no, the grammar doesn't make sense. Like that. If you said that sentence in Albania, they'd hear a word in there, they would not be able to piece anything together, what you're trying to say. So you had to think backwards almost, and then even when you thought backward, you'd say something, they're like, what? I mean, it was interesting to see. There aren't rules, kind of like English. There are no rules. There's guidelines, and there's a lot of exceptions. But it was a challenging language to learn, but really fun. And once you got down, it was a beautiful language. When you hear it being spoken, it's just absolutely beautiful. It's hard to say where it came from. I don't think people actually know. There's like theories because it's super old. So it's right on the, like I said, Albania is right above Greece, and so right in that area. So they've been there for a while, and they had their own language. But I mean, they were taken over, and then people would try to invade. So what happened was the people they'd flee into these like taught you about these castles, and most of the castles were set on these top of these hills where there is either, I mean, I'm talking a steep hill to get up there, and behind it is this giant river. So I mean, there's no way for invaders to get in there, and if they try to, they're probably going to lose. So when people would invade this country, the natives would flee into the mountains and these beautiful castles. So there's really no telling how old the language is. One guy tried to tell me it was an Adamic. It was probably the Adamic language, and I was like, okay, I'll give you that one. Yeah, sure. But it was super old, super beautiful, difficult. It was tough. It's not really related to anything in the world. Distantly, if you look at the Indo-European language tree, so you have like the base of it, and it comes out, and you see English, French, and German, and you see like Polish and Swedish, and whatever, all these branches. But if you look at the base, at the very base, it's just like Albanian. There's a little branch, nothing branches off of it, just Albanian right there, and then it goes way up, and then you have all the languages. Just so it's Indo-European, but besides that, nothing. No connections to anything else in the world.